Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. Shopify is there to help you grow. Shopify helps you sell everywhere, from their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system. Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout, 36% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms, and sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. What I love about Shopify is how no matter how big you want to grow, Shopify gives you everything you need to take control and take your business to the next level. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S., and Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Where'd you get those shoes? Easy. They're from DSW. Because DSW has the exact right shoes for whatever you're into right now. You know, like the sneakers that make office hours feel like happy hour. The boots that turn grocery aisles into runways. And all the styles that show off the many sides of you, from daydreamer to multitasker and everything in between. Because you do it all in really great shoes. Find a shoe for every you at your DSW store or dsw.com.
Welcome to the Griffins Pipeline Podcast.
William Wallinder is called up to the Detroit Redwings. Welcome to the Griffins Pipeline Podcast. I'm your host, Connor.
I'm your co-host, Kyle. We're brought to you by the Hockey Podcast Network, sponsored by Draftkings and GameTime.
We are a podcast made from fans. We're diehard fans. We are not experts. We're not partnered with the Griffins or the AHL or the Red Wings. So William Wallinder is called up to the Detroit Red Wings. Kind of shocking for me, at least. What are your opinions on that, Kyle?
Yeah, I agree. I didn't really think he was that ready to go. He didn't look that ready this season to be called up, but I think maybe it's a reality check that, hey, if you want to get up to this league, this is what it's going to take. So it's a chance for him to go up, sit on the bench for a game, and, you know, have a look at what he needs to be at.
I would not be shocked if he doesn't play at all up there. I honestly was thinking if anyone younger got called up, I thought it would be Tuomisto, because Tuomisto's shown solid defensive ability this year. And he also has the offensive side to him, too, and the big size. And he's actually older than Wallinder also. So I was really expecting it to be Tuomisto, but at the same time, you can kind of take Wallinder away from the Griffins without the Griffins falling apart completely. But if you take Tuomisto, I think that's really going to affect our defense.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And I think in the long run here, the Red Wings got to look for some sort of offensive defenseman to replace what we had in Ghost, because obviously Gustafsson didn't work out that well, or at least not so far. I mean, in the future, I think Wallinder has a chance to fill that kind of offensive role, but man, just right now he needs to clean it up defensively. And he's made some good plays, but there's a lot of work to be done to be NHL caliber.
So William Wallinder has played for 19 games this year. He has 1 goal and 7 assists. He hasn't really done too much.
Yeah, I think where it stands out is he's just still sitting at -5. I mean, it's a 5-on-5 stat, and it's just looking like he needs to clean that up. He's taking we're taking a lot of goals when he's still on the ice, so I think that's just says a lot right there.
And I feel like he's been taking a little bit more of power play responsibilities a little bit. His power play time and first minute time has been up lately. They've been putting him in that position. and there hasn't been much come of it. I've noticed though he does make up for some of the mistakes he makes. Like right after he makes them, he does something good, but it's like too late, and then he just needs to. I just been pretty shocked at this call.
Like I said, I think it's a good chance for him to see the NHL level, the speed, and where he needs his game to be, so he can actually go up there and play when the time's right. Yeah, the Griffins aren't playing until Saturday the 28th.
28th.
So it's looking like a good opportunity for him to just keep his mind in the game and move up, stay on the bench for a game, watch, see what happens, and get acclimated to the Red Wing system.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if he does play. I really would be.
If another guy goes down, there's a chance.
Yeah, if another guy goes down, but I don't think they're even going to give him an opportunity.
Yeah, because honestly, I mean, it might even Brogan Rafferty might even be the better call up at that point.
I really think he would be. Yeah, taking him from the Griffins too would be huge, but like huge in a bad way for the Griffins.
Yeah, but in other news, we got Trey Augustine getting his third World Juniors nod to start as a goaltender. So congratulations, Augustine. And then looks like we get to listen to Bob Kaiser with Mickey Redmond during the Blues game. It's always good to hear Bob.
And Sheldon Dries played in his 300th game. So I think that's what we got for news. Let's get into the game reviews against the Milwaukee Admirals and Texas Star. One game each.
Friday, December 20th, the Grand Rapids Griffins are back in town to play the Milwaukee Admirals. So $2 beer, $2 dog night on Friday. And in net, we had Billy Husso start, and they started Matthew Murray.
Evenly matched first period, but Kiefer Bellows gets a power play goal on a Joe Snively penalty and puts the Griffins up, the Admirals up 1-0.
Griffins did get some offense in this period. I mean, Watson and Danielson had a 2-on-1 rush that they couldn't score on. Snively was dancing around the defense as usual. And yeah, Griffins get a solid offense here in the first period, but just can't get by Matthew Murray as they end up with 8 shots. Milwaukee ends up with 6, beating Husso once in the first.
So second period comes around, and that's when it kind of started to fall apart. We get a power play off of a Jake Lucchini penalty, and immediately once the penalty power play starts, they score on us. Just like we were mentioning our last episode. It happens again.
Yeah, and this one's actually on a Watson turnover. It's a pretty rare mistake that he's made all season, so unfortunately that one goes down, and Ozzy Weisblatt just, really just beat Husso cold on that snipe.
And then clearly the momentum changed here at this point of the game, and the Milwaukee Admirals started taking over, and they find the back of the net again with Vinny Hinostroza for his 9th of the year, assisted by Fikar Shvetskov and Kiefer Bellows. Floodgates start to open.
Yeah, and it's just kind of that type of game where you could feel the pressure on Husso being sent down again back on the Griffins after a bad performance that he got pulled for Kosa up there. And now he's struggling down here. And yeah, I mean, we are just our power play here. I mean, we had 2 chances in the second, actually 3 because the one rolled over from the first period, and it's just nothing is happening. It's constant. As soon as we get the puck in the zone, they recover it like instantly and dump it down the ice. It's not fun to watch, that's for sure.
No, it's almost better off we go shorthanded instead of on the power play, it seems like, actually. Or just keep 5-on-5 is our best bet. Milwaukee Admirals outshot the Griffins 10-4 in that period, and score 3-0. Going into the third. Immediately into the third, Vinny Hanastroza scores for his 10th of the year, assisted by Kiefer Bellows and Fedor Svechkov. That was it pretty much for the game, honestly. But
Yeah, I mean, that one's 4-0. So, second goal for Vinny Hinostroza, and he gets the hat trick 5 minutes later with his 11th goal of the season on the power play, as even our shorthanded unit gave up in this one. So that one made it 5-1, and a minute after that, they go ahead and make it 6-1 until
Jake, yeah,
only 7 minutes left in the period. Joe Schneively breaks the shutout for the goalie, Murray, and gets his 10th of the season, assisted by Wallinder and Dominic Shine on the power play.
so yeah, there's one of those flashes where Wallinder looks really good. Yeah, so nice to see the shutout broken, but a horrible performance by the Griffins. I actually didn't make it out to the Van Andel that night. I'm kind of glad I didn't go.
Yeah, unfortunately, you feel bad for the fans that did attend that one. At least the beer is only $2. Is all I gotta say. Yeah, I mean, just a completely outmatched game. I mean, we got to be real. It was 6-1. The Griffins had 16 shots total, and Milwaukee took 27. Huso just absolutely off in this game. They're not all his fault, but just, if he gets half of these saves that went in on him, we're looking at a different game. It's the first game back from a road trip, a 6-game road trip, and we got back the night before, got back on the ice, and we played on Friday. Just a crazy schedule and jet lag, and Griffins were not ready for this game.
And it was a hungry Milwaukee Admirals who was in second place in our division behind the Griffins, who've been beaten by the Griffins this year so far. So they came with revenge and they got it. So
Yep.
I'll be excited for the next matchup between them two teams.
Yep, because I mean, we were kind of down, and they definitely kicked us when we were down. So it'd be good to get back at them.
Yep. So let's get on to the next game.
We'll get on to the next game after ads. It's the most wonderful time of the year for getting in on all the hoops, football, and hockey action at Draftkings Sportsbook. In the season of giving, we're being gifted college football and basketball, pro football and basketball, and pro hockey too, almost 24/7. And here's a gift for all new customers. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN. That's code THPN for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins when you bet just $5. Happy holidays from DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPENY or text HOPENY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bet must win to receive reward. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. If you're anything like me, you have a few favorite prospects that you are waiting for to take the ice for their NHL club. Don't miss the day they make their debut and be at the rink when your favorite team's future takes the ice. GameTime makes it easy to be a part of your team's biggest moments. And of course, GameTime has you covered for the upcoming Winter Classic. They can find you the cheapest possible seats or find you the best available seats at Wrigley Field for the 4 p.m. matchup of the Blues and the Blackhawks. Offering more than just sporting events, GameTime has tickets to many high-profile events, concerts, and shows. Visit GameTime.co, that's GameTime.co, and allow the GameTime Picks feature to sort the events that mean the most to you. Look for GameTime's Super Deal to find the lowest price guarantee, and even view your seating before purchasing. Covered by the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry, your purchase is protected by event cancellation and job loss protection. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with GameTime Picks. Download the GameTime app, create an account, and use code THPN for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code THPN for $20 off. Download GameTime today. What time is it? Game time.
So, on Sunday, December 22nd, at 4 p.m., the Grand Rapids Griffins take on the Texas Stars at the Van Andel Arena in the Freezer on Fulton.
Yeah, for Gridiron Hockey Night. It was a Detroit Lions themed event where the Griffins wore Lions blackout themed jerseys that were very interesting. It was really cool to see the pads that Kosa chose to wear and the sick black helmet with the red eyes, and very unique uniforms for the Griffins. Never seen anything like it before.
Yeah, it's almost like you're watching the Lions out there. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, and you get used to seeing them in red so much. Seeing them in blue, it's just different. It's like they switched teams. But so in net tonight, we get our big fella back, Sebastian Kosa, in the net, and we match up with Magnus Hellberg again.
So first period,
Photo.
so to open up the scoring, we have on the first shot of the game.
Yes, sir.
The first shot of the game, we have Dominic Shine, unassisted, getting his 7th goal of the year, 3:27 into the game.
Good stuff to see there. Gets the crowd into it, as it was pretty quiet to start out. There's a very crowded arena on Sunday, and seems like everyone was a little tight in their seats. And then as soon as Dominic Shine scored, kind of loosened them up a little bit. So, way to go, Shine! Really set off. That's why he's the assistant captain. And about 5 minutes after Dominic Shine scores, in the second shot of the game for the Griffins, Elmer Soderblom gets a beautiful snipe from the right wing and beats Magnus Hellberg, assisted by Shai Boom and Brogan Rafferty. Great stuff there. That's what we want to see by Soderblom.
Great shot. If he can dial that shot in, if he could start dude, if he scored more goals, he'd be on the wings. I mean, his body size in general is just intimidates everyone.
And even now, he's actually scored now. There's still so many chances that are slipping away that are so close to going in the net. Crossbars, posts, just anything you could dial up that prevents the puck going in the net. It's happened to Soderblom this year.
Yeah, if he could still turn it around. If he could turn around and get like a 10-goal season, and you think of all those chances he missed, he's looking at a winged wheel. He could.
I know a lot of people out there want to see that.
Yeah, I mean, at least get him back up there, get him some games, But I think Yzerman's waiting for him to get a little more goals for sure. Well, in that period, the Griffins and Stars were tied in shots at 11. So second period.
The Texas Stars had 11 shots halfway through the first period, and the Griffins only had 4. But it was a 2-0 game. So Texas really owned this first period, but Griffins put the puck in the net and capitalized on their chances. And that's how they've won games this year. So
the second period was kind of a boring period. Seemed like the crowd wasn't getting too into it. Seemed like just an even shot at almost again.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of offensive possession for the Griffins, but not a lot of real big chances. And yeah, same thing for the Stars, and a lot of neutral zone scuffs and not a lot of huge hits or anything to get the crowd riled up, but just some real nitty gritty hockey, not giving anyone an edge.
So yeah, right. We're at the end, 16-26. Justin Pekronen gets his 11th of the year, assisted by Antonio Stranges, Cole Lind. They just got right behind the defense there.
Yeah, I think Antonio Stranges has a knack for getting in behind our defense. That's for sure. I've noticed that.
So that period, shots were Griffins 7, Stars 9. Going into third, pretty much Griffins kind of tried to play the game and get this one out of here. They actually outshot Texas this period, 11-6. So they're doing some good shots, keeping the pace up a little bit, trying to kill it off, and then Justin Hokren with a minute left, 18:36 scores, 12th of the year, tying the game.
Yeah, gets the second goal of the game for himself and ties it up with a minute left. Minute 24 seconds. And yeah, that's just kind of heartbreaking for the Griffins, who really did. They didn't play a bad period. They did what they needed to do, but they weren't far enough ahead to play that type of game. And eventually it breaks free and they get that goal real late. And at that point, momentum has shifted.
And then we get the 4-minute penalty to Dominic Shine, a double minor for high sticking with blood. And then, you go into overtime at that point. You're playing 4-on-3, and it's a hard game to win. They beat Kosa in overtime. A true hurry. Sorry if I butchered
a lot of Ys. They got a lot of Ys in their team.
A true high scored his 10th of the year on the power play. Assisted by Colin and Christian Kairu. And Lions fans go home sad.
Yeah, it's a fun night. It was a good theme. The jersey auctions, I'm sure, sold great. But unfortunately, they just couldn't hold out in this one. Texas just seemed a little hungrier. And Griffins dropping 2 in a row like that, they're going to have to find a way to get back on pace here if they're going to stay in the top, because only getting 1 point on this weekend, at least they got one, but got to get back to those 3 and 4 point weekends.
Especially with Milwaukee creeping up and Chicago creeping up now. Like, it's starting to get to the point where we can't just drop games. We're only halfway through the season. You can have a good head start and a cushion, but you start losing games, you can find yourself down in the middle of the division or the bottom of the division faster than you can blink. So yeah, let's get into the penalty box.
Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. Shopify is there to help you grow. Shopify helps you sell everywhere, from their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system. Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout, 36% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms, and sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. What I love about Shopify is how no matter how big you want to grow, Shopify gives you everything you need to take control and take your business to the next level. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S., and Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Holiday magic is in the air, and DSW's got all the shoes to make your season extra merry. Believe, you've got parties to attend and lists to check twice, so DSW is taking care of the details, like gifts to make their eyes all aglow, styles that bring joy to your world, brands everyone wants, like UGG, Nike, Birkenstock, and more, and deals to make your budget bright. Find the perfect shoes for you and yours at a DSW store near you or dsw.com.
In this segment, we like to have fun, an episode on a fun note, step out of hockey or not step out of hockey. But take the biggest idiot, throw them in the box for 2-minute minor, 4-minute double minor, 5-minute major, or game misconduct. Kyle, who are you throwing in the box?
Oh, this is just going to be a 2-minute minor. Pretty basic, nothing too special here. But on the scoreboard at the Griffins last night, it was, it's Lions themed, not Panthers themed or some of the, it was a teal baseline across the scoreboard for the Griffins side. It didn't fit. I mean, Lions are pretty blue.
I saw
just
immediately.
2-minute. Yeah, it just stuck out like a sore thumb to me, man.
Yeah, definitely a 2-minute. Have fun in the box.
Like an easy fix.
You'd think. You would really think so. So, all right. So I'm throwing in the box. So some guy's in a store and he's getting kicked out. They're telling him to leave. One of the employees tackles him down. He gets up, goes at one of the employees who has one arm. The guy with one arm proceeds to jump up, ninja kick him in the face, beat the crap out of him, and throw him out of the store. The dude is looks at him and he's sees that he only has an arm, and he sits there and thinks for a second, should I do this again? He does. One arm man beats him up again. So you can't even beat a man with one arm. You probably shouldn't be starting fights in any store in the first place. I mean, first of all, they're kicking you out, dude. I mean, I don't know. Well, and then you go after the dude with one arm and he beats the crap out of you. Not just a little bit.
Yeah, give me a trash can because that is absolutely embarrassing.
Yeah, so have a fun time in the box for 2 minutes for causing a scene in the store. But all right, that should wrap us up for this episode.
Well, next week we got 3 games against Cleveland coming up. So keep your eyes out for those. We will catch them on the road. We will catch them back at the van, and then we will catch them back out on the road again. So see you down at the van for, I believe it's New Year's game. So that's the next one coming up. Go Griffins.
Go Griffins.
Thank you for listening to the Griffins Pipeline Podcast. If you enjoyed the show, give us a 5-star review. We are part of the Hockey Podcast Network. We are not partnered with the Grand Rapids Griffins, Detroit Redwings, or Toledo Walleye. We are not experts. We are just die-hard fans looking to make a community with others alike. Let's go Griffins Nation. Join the fun, like and follow us on Facebook and X, or call into the show and have your opinion heard 1-616-319-1175. Thank you. Grand Rapids Griffins, Toledo Walleye, and Detroit Red Wings. Players, coaches, websites, and social media. Thank you AHL.com, NHL.com, ETL.com, EliteProspects.com, and anyone else putting out information on the teams. Until next time, go Griffins. Go Red Wings, go Walleye.
Happy holidays! Want to give your host a gift? Consider subscribing, rating, and reviewing the show this holiday season. It really helps the show grow. From all of us at Believe, have a Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Happy Holiday.